Hello, happy Monday. I wasn't going to get on here, but something wants to come through, so I'm just going to allow my channel to open up and just see what wants to come through. So I'll just get the bowl going first. Hope you're doing really well. We had a long weekend in Perth, and I've actually got a little cold sore. It was a cold sore the other day, so a little bit run down, so I just took a few days off. Angel goddess, wings of white, help my angelic soul take flight. I call upon angelic intervention, align my life with divine perfection. My soul and inner angel are one, in my body integration has begun. Angel goddess, wings of love, you protect me from below and above. And this prayer has come from the Isis Oracle deck, and Isis is really present right now. She asked to come through, so I'll just allow her to speak. Goddess Isis or Lady Isis. Isis and Osiris. The story of Isis and Osiris and Horus. Look that up. It's if it resonates, it's a really profoundly beautiful story, and it's all to do with Christ consciousness. Very similar template as Mary Magdalene and Jesus. So it's Isis is one of our divine mothers. She's here to help us and help to assist humanity. She's an ascended master, here to help humanity ascend. And with the eclipse tomorrow, it's no surprise that she wanted to come in and have a word. So it's pretty potent, an eclipse, and it's on the 3rd of the 3rd. So there's a portal right there for you, like 3-3 portal, massive. And ascended master number is associated with 3. So very, very present. The Ascended Master is really wanting to come through for this video and give you some reassurance and give you some hope, because things are going to get gnarly, apparently. So things are going to get gnarly, but we need to have faith and we need to have hope that all is well, all will be well. And what you need to do, you don't need to do anything, but what she is suggesting that you do is hold the faith, be present, and keep grounded, and just nurture that nervous system of yours, because this is what will keep you in good stead moving forward for the rest of the year. So there's going to be, obviously, we've got Saturn conjunct in Neptune. That happened about a week ago, and now we've got this eclipse, this massive lunar eclipse. And so the old is sweeping its way out. With any eclipse, you'll see anything that's not meant to be in your field skedaddle out of there. So that's what's going to happen, if you allow it, though. It's the invitation is to not resist, to just surrender and allow what your soul came here to do and what your soul really is wanting to do. So the more you surrender into trust and faith that all is well at any given time, the easier it'll be on your nervous system. So whenever you're getting anxious, just come back, hold your body. Like hold it, hug yourself and hold your body, and just tap on your heart and say, all is well, all is well. They've got it up there. We are the human avatars down here on earth, and it's all been divinely orchestrated. So anything that's happening right now is all part of the process, and our egos are going to be like, oh my God, what's happening? So much change is happening, so much change in the world. We're seeing structures dismantle themselves, but all is well. And the Ascended Masters and Lady Isis, particularly tonight, really wants to remind you that hand it over to them, hand it all over to God, hand your worries over to God, your anxiety, everything over, all is well. You see wars in the world, all will be well. Just come back to self, come back to presence, come back to your body, and remember, all is well. You are the creator of your reality. So the invitation is to come back to presence and know that you are peace. And when you bring that feeling of peace in your body and direct it up into the mass consciousness, that is what will be projected. And that is why it's so important that light workers, particularly the ones that are in the know, that they hold that pillar of light continuously and ensure and just nurture those around you that are feeling anxious. It's really important to ensure that anyone that's feeling anxious at this time comes back into their body and sorry, messages came through, come back into their body and knows that all is well at every given time. We are here on planet Earth at a really poignant time, and we are avatars. So this has all been divinely timed, divinely aligned, everything in the reality. And basically, when our ego goes into fear mode, so in the past we've had a lot of fear, and safety for us was control. This is changing. So moving forward, safety is handing over faith in God, faith in the divine, faith in source frequency, faith in evolution, ascension, whatever you want to call it. Faith that all is well. This is all part of the process moving forward, and this is what the Ascended Masters are here to remind you. Have faith that everything that's happening around you is happening divinely timed and for a reason. And the invitation is, when you see war, you see disruption or anything like that, is to come back into peace and to presence and know that all is well. That is the super important part with conducting yourself in a very being present and just not being reactive and really responding. And remember that you are the creator, you are part of source creation, and whatever is in your reality, if you can come back and zoom out from a bird's eye view and just look at it for what it is a bigger picture. And it's not actually happening to you, it's happening for us all. So there's nothing personal in any of this, even though it might seem like that at times. And and the other invitation is to remember that the fear, how we dealt with fear in the past was to come into controlling and fear, and then to come back to safety was to control, and a lot of times then that became manipulation. But that's the old ways. The new way now is to actually come back and surrender to God, surrender to your right brain, surrender to the divine plan and the divine within. That is what's being asked at the moment. And you see kids, like I saw a kid on a bike today, no hands, and it just gave me the reminder that, this is the other thing we have to be very mindful of. Do not put your fear onto our children, because our children know better. Our children are the creators of their realities, and they have no fear. And it's really important as parents and as caregivers, or just anyone that's in their field, to actually learn from them and actually refrain from putting fear onto them. Really refrain from it. And actually, that's where kids are really good, because they actually don't live in, especially these new ones coming through, they're very high vibrational, high frequency. And it's really important that we don't put our old ways, our old outdated methods of feeling safe, which was to control, which was to manipulate in a lot of cases, but essentially it was to control. So it's really important, and I know I'm repeating myself a little bit with this, and I think it's really important that we replace fear with peace and harmony, and we replace fear with faith. Actually replace fear with faith, knowing that all is well all the time, and it's all happening divinely timed. So anyway, I think I am actually starting to repeat myself. I will do a prayer just to close off, but that was the main message, was really to remember that we have a lot of planetary movement, and with that there is a lot of movement then in the human collective and the human psyche, and there will be a lot of people that will be anxious, and there is a lot of change happening, and there is a lot of dismantling of the old. However, the other thing is to remember that all is well. Everything that is needed is in place. So if you're seeing structures, organizational structures, government structures, or any of those organizations, and you're thinking to yourself and you're getting anxiety, how are they going to survive? How are they going to be replaced? All is well. The right people are in the right place right now, and we're going to be cleansing from within. So all those organizations are going to be literally infiltrated with light workers, and eventually shifting the reality of each of those organizations. So we don't have to dismantle them as such, even though it will feel like they're being dismantled. Yes, the old systems in terms of policies, the way we govern and that kind of thing, that's all falling away. However, the actual containers of these organizations are still there, and the new is coming through. So these new light workers, these new people are all coming through. So everything is in place the way it is meant to be, and all is well. So that's the big message. All is well, guys. And whenever you're feeling anxious, know that it's bigger than us. It's bigger than us as a human, a little human being. You know, this is handing it back over to God and having faith in God, having faith in the divine. The Ascended Masters are here to remind you of that. So prayer for first ray healing is the throat chakra, actually, which is donated with the color blue. So if you want to work with your throat chakra a little bit more and just give it a tap, and also maybe work with blue crystals or wear blue or just surround yourself with blue, it really helps to activate that throat chakra. So God's will prayer. In the name of God I am, I invoke the presence of beloved Master El Moira, Archangel Michael, and all Ascended Masters and angels of the blue flame, love of God's will, to guide and protect me daily and hourly. Archangel Michael, come into my life, help me overcome all density with your sword of blue flame. Cut me loose and set me free from all negativity and errors of the past. I ask for a shaft of blue lightning of divine love to be established over my being, over my home, my family, my work, and all my affairs. I call the guidance I need to manifest God's will in all aspects of my life to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth. I claim for God's will to manifest everywhere on earth as it is in the realms of light and freedom. And I'll just repeat that. I claim for God's will to manifest everywhere on earth as it is in the realms of light and freedom. So these are powerful prayers. If you want to get a book, your own copy, it's The Seven Sacred Flames by Aurelia Louise Jones. These are all been channeled, and she's literally been telepathically channeling the guidance and the expertise and knowledge and prayers from the Ascended Masters. I'm just going to flick actually this Telos book. This is another book that she wrote or channeled. See what wants to come through. Will Lemuria simply reappear in the Pacific Ocean? Will the topography of the Earth be totally different? It is not likely that the whole continent of Lemuria will appear in the Pacific Ocean in the third dimension. At best, several of the islands of the Pacific that were once mountaintops in the time of Lemuria will get larger with much more land around them. The topography of the Earth will undergo some great changes as it shifts to a higher level of consciousness, but it will not be considered totally different. The Earth is about to undergo some major changes. Your Mother Earth, or your Earth Mother, needs to cleanse and revitalize herself before she is lifted up to the fifth dimension. We ask you to allow her these changes without judging anything. She has tolerated much abuse from humanity upon her body for millions of years, allowing you to experience with free will. She has received little gratitude and respect in return, and no longer has any choice but to renew herself if she is going to be able to continue hosting and evolving humanity at a higher level. Consider all that is to happen a healing crisis, a necessary step in the purification of Earth's physical and etheric bodies. And I have to mention here that any work that Mother Earth is needing is actually going to happen in our bodies. So the feelings of anxiousness can arise when your physical and etheric bodies are undergoing the same metamorphosis that Mother Earth is going as well. So that's why I want you to remember that all is well. Like the feeling in your body, all is well. It is all part of the process. Even the thoughts in your mind, just come back to all is well. So in return, we ask you now to show compassion and to allow and support her cleansing and renewal. It will be for your benefit as well, even if there may be the appearance of chaotic circumstances for a while. Life on this planet, as you know it, is about to experience a series of major transformations. The bell is ringing for the completion of an era that has been difficult and painful for humanity. After the changes, you will be able to retain a certain level of physicality like you have. You will be able to experience yourself as real and physical, just as you are now. Your very being and everything around you will have shifted to a new level of perfection, expansion, and clarity. You will have you will be integrating a new level of consciousness and perfection. As you change your perception, everything around you will adjust and change with it. The Earth, along with a major portion of humanity, is now embarking upon a great adventure. You have prayed and asked for a very long time for divine intervention in your world, and your prayers are about to be answered. First, you must clean up the mess that you have and still are creating in the third dimension, and allow your Earth Mother to cleanse her body. You must acknowledge that the Earth is your cosmic mother who has provided you with your platform for evolution. And, it's just a reminder that we have, like, literally, we have been so out of balance in our psyche, in what we've brought to the party in terms of we've annihilated Mother Earth. We've, like, stripped her of her resources. We've trafficked her children. We've murdered and slaughtered, and we've done all the horrendous things as humans, and this must now come to an end. To get up to this fifth level of consciousness that Mother Earth needs to get to, this lower vibrational activity has to fall away, and it will basically be dismantled. And to make it easier, it's really important to tap into your higher self at all times, and to come back to all is well, and to be at peace with yourself, because it's happening regardless of whether we like it or not. This is the trajectory we're going, and so it is easier to surrender, easier to even help with the process by tapping into the higher self, by connecting to the divinity within, and surrendering and allowing. Follow the guidance that's coming through your system, your intuition, because this is what will keep you in good stead and will keep you in a flow state. So try as you can, as you must, as it is in your best interest, to allow the control to end. So, even just in small micro situations in family dynamics, let that control end. Let it go. Surrender. And just even know with your children, let them guide you a little. Honestly, the children are here to help us, and they are superb channels. They still have their strong connection to God. So if they come up with an idea, listen, don't control them. Our kids are here to teach us, not the other way around. Not the other way around. And that's the big illusion. We thought that we had to teach our kids. No, that's not the truth. The truth of the matter is we protect our kids, we look after our kids, we supply them with the resources they need. However, what they bring through and what they bring to the party in terms of bringing joy, bringing fearlessness, and bringing harmony and peace and love, they're the things that we need to nurture within them, and thank them for reminding us of this. Just like our pets and our animals remind us of this unconditional love, our children are here to do the same. So it is highly, highly imperative that we allow the children to be. Okay, be safe, but to be them, because they've come here with codes to help us, and it's super important that we allow them to do that. Hold peace and love in your hearts. And on that note, I'll just do one last, just to bring the Trinity, the Holy Trinity, third of the third, just to bring in the third of the third. I'm just going to say, hold the intention of bringing peace and love into the hearts of everybody. So if you want to stay on the line, I'm going to direct this particular prayer for you, if that's what you would like. If not, please swipe on. But otherwise, I'm going to get ask the Ascended Masters to direct this right at your aura, so that you can, be enlightened with God's will prayer. In the name of God I Am, I invoke the presence of beloved Master El Moira, Archangel Michael, and all ascended masters and angels of the blue flame, love of God's will, to guide and protect me daily and hourly. Archangel Michael, come into my life. Help me overcome all density with your sword of blue flame. Cut me loose and set me free from all negativity and errors of the past. I ask for a shaft of blue lightning of divine love to be established over my being, over my home, my family, my work, and all my affairs. I call the guidance I need to manifest God's will in all aspects of my life to fulfill my divine purpose here on earth. I claim for God's will to manifest everywhere on earth as it is in the realms of light and freedom. So on that note, I'd just like to say namaste, wishing you a beautiful 3-3 portal and sending you so much love and peace and harmony and all the good things, sending them all your way. So lots of love, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow, hopefully. See you then. Bye.